Hi creative friends! In this video I will show you how to crochet a granny stitch triangle bunting so you can create garlands to decorate your home or parties. If you are new here on the channel, thank you for coming and stopping by. I hope you enjoy and that you subscribe to support the channel. And if you are our follower, then thank you for coming back. I hope you enjoy the class and let's take a look at the materials we are going to be using during this easy tutorial. First, you will need yarn, and in this magical box I have my cotton yarns, and I will be choosing this beautiful bright orange color to create the triangle with you, so it is easy for your eyes to take a look at the tutorial. Then you will need a crochet hook. The yarn normally says which number you need to create and to use with the specific yarn, and you need scissors, and you will also optionally need a yarning needle to whip the ends and a stitch marker. Before we start with our crochet, I always transfer my yarn to a tube. In this case I am using a all paper tube from a alufoil. You can use this same technique or you can use your yarn direct from the ball. Do as you prefer, or I will give you this tip. You can use a paper roll from the toilet paper. This works very fine. This is to prevent the entanglement that sometimes comes in the ball. This is how I do it, and now we are ready to start working on our crochet. I also have this crochet or yarn dispenser that help the strand of yarn come easily out to use on the work. To start, let's make a slip knot. Just wrap the yarn around your finger, making an X, then taking the circle in your finger and passing the yarn through this small hole and pull it through. And then with your hook, insert the hook into the hole and then start chaining, grabbing the yarn and pass it through the hole. And then you have to first chain, and we need to chain 25 to complete our chain foundation for our triangle. 3 until you complete 25 chains. Perfect. We have our 25 chain to start working on our beautiful triangle using the granny stitch. Okay, we have our 25 chains. Now to start our first row, we are going to be placing a double crochet in the fourth chain from your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we are placing a double crochet, and this is how we do a double crochet if you don't know. These 3 chains represents a first double crochet. This is how we do a double crochet. Yarn over, you have 2 loops on your hoops, then insert your hook into the fourth chain and then grab the yarn and pull it through the loop. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Then grab the yarn and pass it through the 2 first loops. And now you have 1, 2 loops. And then you grab the yarn and pass it through the 2 loops. This is how you make a double crochet. We are going to be placing 3 double crochets, calling it clusters. Again, yarn over, insert the hook into the next loop, grab the yarn, pass it to the loop, then you have 3 loops on your hook, grab the yarn, pass it through the 2 first loops, you have 2 loops on your hook, and then grab the yarn and pass it through the last 3 loops. Here we have 1, 2, 3 double crochets. Then we chain 1 and we skip 1 chain below, and we place 3 double crochets in the next 3 chains. This is 1 double crochet, and then we place another double crochet here in the next chain stitch, and then we place the third double crochet in the next chain stitch, and this will be our second cluster of double crochets. Then we chain 1 again, and then we skip another chain stitch below, and we place our first double crochet in the next chain stitch. We are creating the base for our triangle bunting. So after this first row, then we are going to be decreasing so we get the triangle shape. We are continuing doing this until the last stitch. Now we are creating the last 3 double crochet cluster, placing 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. This is the final double crochet on this row. Now you can see we have the foundation for our triangle, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clusters. And in the next round we are going to be placing the clusters on the spaces of the chain stitches, and this will create the decreases. This is how we do it. We start by placing 2 single crochets in the first chains, just passing your hook through the 2 loops, grabbing the yarn, and then passing the yarn to those 2 loops, and then we are creating double crochets in the spaces. This is the first space. We create 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 3 double crochets, and then we chain 1, and then continuing to the next space on our row, placing 3 double crochets again, like this. 2 double crochets and 3 double crochets, and don't forget to place the chain 1, and then look for the next chain space and place your 3 double crochets in the same space, so you create the cluster. And in this round we are decreasing already. 3 double crochets and then chain 1, and to the next chain space we place 3 double crochets again, 2 and 3. Then chain 1 and place the last 3 double crochets in the last chain space of this row. 2 and 3. Perfect. Now you have the second row, and this is how it's looking. You have this starting to create the triangle shape, and we want to make it until we have only 3 clusters of double crochets. For round 3, we are then placing 2 single crochets in the 2 first loops, like this. Yarn, pass through the 2 loops, and then insert the hook into the chain, and then pass it through the 2 loops, and then make your 3 double crochets clusters. Then chain 1 and proceed to the next chain space. As you can see, the chain spaces are getting less and less, and that is the idea. When we are decreasing, we are having less clusters to do in this specific triangle. Then chain 1 and go to the next step, space chain. Create your first double crochet, your second double crochet, and your third double crochet, and then chain 1 and go to the last and place your 3 double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Going so easy. Now we have 3 rounds, and you start to look or to see the shape. Okay, in the first one we have 6, and the second we have 5, and the third we have 4 clusters of double crochets. And then the next, we start as always with the 2 single crochets. Insert the hook into the loops or into the chain below. Then you have 2 loops on your hook. You grab the yarn and pass it through the 2 loops. And then you start creating the clusters until the last chain space. We have the last chain space, and then we place the 3 double crochet clusters again, and this completes our 4th round. This is looking pretty nice. Then we have 4 rounds. And now in the next round we have only 2 chain spaces where we are going to be creating the 3 clusters double crochets. We start as always with 2 single crochets and then we place the 3 double crochets in the first chain space, then chain 1 and then proceed to the next chain space. 2 and 3. Then chain 1 and this yarn is a little bit slippery. No worries, it's easy to get back at it. So the last 3 double crochets on this round. And done. On this round, the 5th round, we are looking at the almost the triangle shape. Now we turn the work and then place the 2 single crochets at the beginning, and then we do the single 3 double crochets cluster in the chain space. Fantastic. To turn your work, and then now you need to place 3 single crochets, one in every stitch from the round before. Sometimes it can be a little bit tricky because the stitch can hide inside itself and you need to find it correctly. And this will be the 3rd single crochets, and then you chain 1 and tighten it, pull it so it gets tight, and then you can cut the yarn. We have finished the triangle. Now we need to do the final touches, and then I will show you how to connect different triangle shape to create your garland. Like this, pull the yarn through with your hook and pull it tense so it doesn't unravel. This is our triangle, and now we need to hide the yarns. You can use your yarning needle, or you can do as I am doing here. It's easier and faster. Use your hook, or you can use a smaller hook so it is easier for you. Like this, hide the yarn, the tail, and on the back of your garland, of your triangle. Just like this, trying to hide all in the back of the stitches so it doesn't look messy or get unraveled. Do this with all the yarn, and then when you have a little bit of the yarn, then go in the contrary direction so the yarn doesn't unravel as easy. It can take time depending on how long the tail was of your yarn. So keep that in mind when you finish your work. So we are ready for now, and I want to show you how to connect different triangles so you can make the garland like this. I already did this one before, and now I want to show you how to connect this one to the others so we have a longer garland, and you can make as many as you want and in the colors you want. You can choose from pastel to tropicals to unicolors. You choose whatever you prefer. So it is super easy. We are just going to place single crochets along the base of our garland, inserting the hook here and then grabbing the yarn and pass it through the loop and then making it tight so it doesn't unravel, and then chaining one and starting with the single crochets along the 25 stitches we did, like this. This is the first single crochet. So, or we are creating a base so we can attach it to the other triangle. I want to show you more closely so you can see how I am doing. And at the same time I am hiding this little tail here. So, like this. And then you need to do this until the last stitch you have in your garland. I will see you at the end of the row. So continuing doing the work with me here, and I will talk to you in a minute. Okay, we are placing the last single crochet of the row, and now to attach this to the other triangle we are chaining 5 or 3 or 2 depending on how long you want your spaces between the triangles to be. I am placing 3 chains, and then I am continuing just placing a slip stitch here like this, and then securing it with a chain and then cutting the yarn like this. And now our triangles are connected, and I have just left these tails, and I will hide them using my crochet hook again to make the work more cohesive and beautiful. You can use your yarning needle if this is too complicated for you, and make your work easier for you. That is all that matters, that you enjoyed what you're doing. And if you have any question, of course, let it in the comments. I will gladly provide you further guidance. And of course, if you are enjoying the tutorial, please give it a like, subscribe and comment so you help the video and the channel to reach other people that want to learn how to crochet easy and beautiful, simple things that can make your life happy. I hope you subscribe and you stay as long as you want. Share with your friends if you know that someone wants to learn something new. Then share the channel with them. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much from now. I really appreciate that. and it helps a lot the channel to reach more people. So we are almost done here. Okay, our triangle is connected to the garland, and now we can see how cool and pretty this is looking, like this. And now I want to add or show you how I add these little strands of yarn on the tip of the garland using the yarn needle, so you can see how I do it. You can use your hook as well. It's not science. So I just try to make the yarn be on the same length, and then I try to add 3 or 4 strands of this yarn, tying it up so it doesn't unravel, and then cutting in the yarn, making another strand more like this, and then passing it through my yarn needle so I can attach it to the tip again, like this. Like this. And then cut it at the double strand here. So I have my 3 lengths or strands of yarn. And then tying up the new one. Like this. Super easy and uncomplicated. And now it is done. We can trim the yarns so they look all the same length, and voila, we have our garland done. And you can place it wherever you want, in your windows, and your table, and your home, or if you are doing a party, then you can decorate the party and you can choose the color that goes well with your theme party and enjoy them. For kids, this is a very nice, or for everyone that enjoys beautiful things. So I hope you like the tutorial, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye bye!